Shannen Doherty's final wishes and reflections on life before her passing. Months before her passing, Shannen Doherty shared intimate and poignant details about how she wanted her remains to be handled. In a January episode of her Let's Be Clear podcast, Doherty expressed a desire for her ashes to be mixed with those of her beloved dog and her father. "Like, really mix it up so it's a healthy mixture of my father, me and Bowie," she detailed. She was clear about her preference for cremation over burial, stating, "I do not want to be buried. I want to be cremated." Furthermore, Doherty granted her friend and guest host, Cortazzo, the permission to wear some of her ashes around his neck, a touching gesture she had also done with her father's ashes after his death in 2010. This revelation provides a window into Doherty's deeply personal and contemplative state of mind as she faced her mortality. Her decision to openly discuss her final wishes demonstrates a level of acceptance and preparation that is both brave and heartbreaking. Doherty's candidness about her battle with cancer, which began with a diagnosis of breast cancer in 2015 and later metastasized to her brain and bones, has been a source of inspiration and sorrow for her fans. Despite the aggressive progression of her illness, she maintained a hopeful outlook, even exploring new treatment options up until her final days. Doherty's transparency about her illness was a hallmark of her relationship with her fans. At 90sCon in September 2023, she spoke openly about the daily struggle of fighting for her life. "I think I would be afraid of death if I wasn't a good person, but I am," she told People. "I'm not afraid of dying, I just don't want to die, like, ever." This sentiment encapsulates the duality of her experience, a fierce will to live coupled with an unflinching acknowledgement of her condition. In April, Doherty began making practical preparations for her death, sorting through her belongings and moving out of her Tennessee home to ease the burden on her mother. This act of organization and foresight is a testament to her enduring thoughtfulness and love for her family. Yet, even in the face of such grim tasks, she remained hopeful, discussing ongoing chemotherapy treatments on her podcast just weeks before her passing. Doherty's death at the age of 53 was met with an outpouring of grief and tributes from fans and colleagues alike. Her Beverly Hills 90,210 co-stars, including Jason Priestley and Brian Austin Green, shared heartfelt messages that highlighted her impact on their lives and careers. Priestley described her as a force of nature, while Green acknowledged the profound influence she had on his understanding of love. Alyssa Milano, Doherty's former co-star from Charmed and frequent subject of publicized feuds, also offered a respectful tribute. "It's no secret that Shannen and I had a complicated relationship, but at its core was someone I deeply respected and was in awe of," Milano said. Her statement underscores the complex dynamics that often exist in long-standing relationships, particularly those forged in the high-pressure environment of Hollywood. Critically, Doherty's openness about her end-of-life wishes and her battle with cancer challenges the often sanitized narratives of celebrity illness and death. Her decision to share such intimate details invites a deeper conversation about how we confront and discuss mortality, both personally and publicly. It also reflects a broader cultural shift towards greater transparency and vulnerability, even among public figures, who are typically expected to maintain a facade of perpetual vitality. Doherty's legacy is multifaceted. She will be remembered not only for her iconic roles in Beverly Hills 90,210 and Charmed, but also for her courage in facing one of life's most daunting challenges with grace and honesty. Her final wishes, as shared on her podcast, are a poignant reminder of the human desire for connection and continuity, even in death. By choosing to have her ashes mixed with those of her father and dog, Doherty sought to create a lasting bond that transcends the physical separation of death. In conclusion, Shannen Doherty's reflections on her mortality and her final wishes provide a deeply moving and critical perspective on life, death, and the enduring power of personal connections. Her legacy, marked by both her professional achievements and her personal bravery, will continue to resonate with those who admired her strength and authenticity.